So currently I'm logged in as a different service advisor than was assigned to this repair order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the leave button, and then I'm going to sign back in under as the right service advisor so we can see how all the tools work together. And now you can see that down here in the communication area, I've got one message that came in, and when I tap on it, I can see that Freddie has went ahead and finished his inspection. So I'm going to tap on this. And then what's going to happen is he'll also get acknowledgement on his tablet by reducing the count of messages, that he'll be able to see that the service writer has actually looked at it. And also it's created a task up here on the top, and I'm going to go ahead and click here and look at the task. So this task, it begins with browse and then edit and then send. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here, and I've already browsed through the topics on here. So I'm going to come back here where it says edit. And what I want to do is make sure that this terminal is set up for the guided editing also. So I'm going to click here. And I'm going to come in here and turn guided on. And then close. And I'm going to go back and start working on this task. So what it's doing now is going to step you through and start showing you best practices here. So basically it's asking you right now to review the topic. Does anything need to be changed here? Any notes added, approved, disapproved, or so on? And they don't, so I'm going to mark this complete. And then it's going to come down here and ask, do you need to do any editing on this picture? If you don't, I'm going to go ahead and press on this. And now it's going to ask me to move to the next picture. So it's got, 3 more to go on here. So I'm going to come through here. And again, we don't have anything to edit on here. So we're going to go ahead and mark this complete and go to the next one. And you see it's stepping through there. I still don't have anything to edit here. So I'm going to mark it complete, go to the next one, mark it complete. And now what it's saying, you've done everything on that topic. Now it's saying, hey, move on to the next topic. It's again asking you to review the notes on here. I don't have anything to do on this one either. Nothing to do here. Now it's bouncing you to the next topic. Nothing to do here. In this case, I might want to go ahead and everything's good here. So this is not a good topic. So that's good. I'm going to press next. And now it's taking me on to the next topic. And now I've got some notes here that are in the shop eyes only note area. And there was no picture taken this one, but I might want to take a look at this and see if any of these are ones that I want to use to educate the customer. And there really isn't anything here that I need to do. So I'm going to press next. Go on to the next topic. So in this case, the air filter on this thing is extremely dirty, and I want to read through here and make sure that these notes make sense for the customer. And if they do, I want to hit approved. And then I'm going to say my notes are now complete. I'm going to go down to the next topic. And now it's asking me on the picture, do I really want to go ahead and just accept this the way it is? And now there's a nice note here. And what I can do is I can actually copy them over to now where the customer can see them. And when I do that, they're automatically approved. I'm going to delete them out of there again. And now let's say that we just had part of this that we wanted to show the customer. I can highlight just part of it, and now we'll move that over there. But in this case, I'm going to make sure the whole message goes across there. I'm going to press next. And what it's doing in here is helping you build best practices for editing. So here, the cabin air filter definitely needs to be replaced. The note in there is solid. I'm going to go down here. These notes are good. So these are automated notes that were supplied to the technician on a tablet. They didn't have to do anything other than look them over. And if they agree with them, accept them. Move on to the next topic. And so now this is actually an internal topic, so we don't really have to even do anything with this at all. But I'm going to go ahead and mark the notes disapproved. I don't want them to accidentally go out to the customer. And I've got that done. I'm going to go ahead and don't have anything to put in a caption here. And I don't really want to send this now. I really want to come back later, because what I really want to do is I want to move over here to create an estimate before I send this to the customer. If you had any of these things that you needed to change, you can come in here and edit these at this time. So maybe you didn't quite agree with what the technician said. Maybe he recommended to do front brakes and you looked at it and it needs brake pads and rotors. So as a service writer, you can make them decisions. So I'm going to press OK here. You can see that it's automatically moved it over to creating an estimate. So your job is to create the estimate based on the information that was provided here, and then send the results to the customer. So in this case, means I'm using Protractor, I'm going to hit the work order update button. I'm going to come and open this repair order. And I can see that the inspection was marked done by the technician. I got the nice green bar here. I can see it's imported the inspection results. I can see that it's added the jobs here to the repair order where they're ready to estimate. So I'm going to pretend I've estimated these. And I'm going to move this over to estimate completed, just for grins. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm actually ready to send this to the customer. So I'm going to do this. It's asking me, did I want to review this? So I'm going to kind of look down through here. So we've created an estimate before we sent it already. We're going to go ahead and roll down through here and make sure that everything makes sense for the customer. Nothing snuck through. We're going to send the inspection result. So in this case, I'm going to send it to myself. And out the door it goes. And you can see right now that it says this is all done, everything's marked complete, and you finish that process. If we close all these things out and we go back to the screen here, you can see that it has been sent, and now we've got a 20-minute timer here that is going to count down before the customer gets it. So go through the process, edit it, and send it out to your customer, and let's pretend we're waiting for the customer to respond. And we'll pick it up from there on the next section.